Hello and welcome to GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach, here on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining me here November 25, 2025. You guys are soon to be Thanksgiving. Holiday season is here. This month, next month, there's going to be so much going on. I want to thank you for joining me. Hello to all my peach trees and sunflower seeds. Tonight we're going to be talking about the movie Wicked 2. I think it's Be More Wicked. I'm still going to be wicked, continuously wicked, forever wicked. You guys, this was a pleasant surprise. Let's finish up our theme song and then we'll get to the matters at hand. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining me here on GSKP TV, also known as Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach, where we do reviews on movies, TV, life, books, current events, whatever. This is a safe place where we can talk about whatever, whenever. As you see today, we are going to be talking about Wicked 2. Yes, Wicked Forever. Wicked Whenever, however. It was so, I must say, I was pleasantly surprised. It is better than the very first Wicked. You know, usually a sequel isn't as good as the original, but in this case, I must admit, Wicked 2 is so much better than the first one. I gotta admit it. I just have to.
Awesome!
Because I'm not a fan of Ariana Grande and I'm not a fan of Oscar Lipa or whatever her name is. I didn't care for the very first Wicked. To me, the very first Wicked was much too long. Much too long. I think they attempted to put too much into the very first Wicked. It was too many colors, too many songs. Everything was too long. It was too much. It was too loud. It was too busy. It was everything. Everything. And for me, it did not relate to the original Wizard of Oz at all. At all. The first Wicked, again, it was so long and it was so tiring and it was kind of to be honest, it was somewhat offensive. The very first Wicked, some of the things were very offensive, and again, like I said, it was too long and too much, and it was boring. And again, it didn't relate to the original, which was disappointing. Other than the fact that they called where they lived Oz, that was about the only relation that they had to the original. But we are here to talk about Wicked 2. And if I had to give Wicked 2 or Wicked Forever, if I had to give it a peach pit or a sunflower, I would give Wicked 2 a sunflower. Yes, Wicked 2 was very good to me. I am a person, I like a musical. I love me a musical, but the first Wicked again was too much. The songs, god dang, every 2 minutes they would look at over here and sing a song. They'd look over there and they'd sing a song. They'd stand over here and they'd sing a song. They'd move back over there and they'd sing another song. The first Wicked didn't give you a chance to understand the story. It was too much. The sequel, Wicked 2, Wicked Forever, allowed for you to understand the story, to be a part of it, to comprehend, to understand what was going on. Um, I suggest that you watch the first one so that you understand the second part better. For those that are not familiar with the story of The Wizard of Oz. Um, and in that case, for those that have never or haven't ever seen The Wizard of Oz, I would suggest that you watch the original and then come back and watch Wicked and then Wicked Forever.
Awesome!
Yeah, it would be best if you haven't seen any of the Wickeds or whatever that you watch the original and then watch the Wickeds. Um, Wicked 2, I'm so proud of them. They cut back. I mean, 100 now. The movie is 2 hours. It is yet 2 hours, but it doesn't really seem like 2 hours. When the first Wicked, it seemed like it was 6 hours. It was so long and drug out. But the second one, I mean, it fit the format perfectly. They cleaned it up. It wasn't so many costumes and colors and lollipops and all kinds of crap everywhere and people doing too much. It was just so busy, the first one. The second one, they have cleaned it up. They have formatted it so it fits well. It looks good. It sounded good. You were able to follow the story because it didn't have a whole bunch of crap going on. Um, I enjoyed the fact that they tied up the loose ends from the first Wicked. Because to me, the first Wicked, it absolutely had nothing to do with the Wizard of Oz. It absolutely did not tie in. Well, they fixed it in Wicked Forever. They brought the ruby slippers. They brought the little slippers. They tied in the house. They tied in the cyclone. They tied in Dorothy, Tin Man, the lion, and the scarecrow. And I like the way they tied it in. It was pretty cool how they tied it in. Um, if I had a complaint about the movie, I would have two. The first one would be I didn't think it was appropriate to have the scene of Alphaba and the prince in bed together. Uh, Not because it was vulgar or there was any nudity or anything like that. Um, it was already understood for me that they loved each other and were in love. And when they showed them kissing under the moonlight, I felt like that should have been enough. You know, um, it kind of crossed the line between adult and children just for that fact. And again, not because it was vulgar or anything, but I think they could have left that out. They really could have. And I think the fact that the princess was considered handsome at the end of the story because he was with Alphaba. I think they could have left him to be handsome. I think they could have wrote it to where she, that. Well, I'm not going to tell it because I don't want to ruin it. I want you guys to watch it. Excuse me. So anyway, they could have left the prince handsome. So you guys, um, other than that, uh, oh, I enjoyed the fact that I liked the little twist, the fact that Alphaba is not the bad witch. we're gonna find that out in later on in the movie. And like I said, I don't want to tell you too much about it because I would like for you to watch it and enjoy it just like I did. Let me be surprised. Let you all be surprised just like I was, and you can make your own decisions on what you thought of the movie and how things went and what have you. But I must say, I must admit, I enjoyed Wicked Forever or whatever the title is, because I just say Wicked 2. But I think it's Wicked Forever or something like that. I'm not sure. Excuse me. But I think this is a good movie. Oh, sorry. Ooh, all of a sudden. Sorry, guys. Please excuse me. But I think this is a good family movie. There's no shooting and, well, there ain't no shooting. And it's not gross and graphic. It's a good movie. They did good. They cleaned it up really well. They really did. They tied it. Awesome. They tied it right on together in Wicked 2 with the original. I don't know that there would be a 3. It possibly could be without giving it away. But I would like to hear what you think. I want you all to watch it. My peach trees and sunflower seeds, and comment and tell me, could there possibly be a 3, and how, when, and where would it be? You guys, I think that this ends my review on Wicked. Again, go see it. Go see it, because I'm telling you, I enjoyed it. I was kind of shocked. I didn't think I would, but I did. I really enjoyed Wicked. I really did. The second one, Wicked Forever, I think they did a much, much better job. I really do. I enjoyed it. I really did. And I was kind of surprised because I'd had my little heart set on trying not to like it because I didn't like the first one. I wasn't pleased with the first one, but I gotta give it to them. They did a good job on the second one. Yes, they did. They brought it right on around, and they tied it into the original Oz and all of that. It was really good. So if you get a chance to take your family to go see it, take them. Take them. I think they'll enjoy it much better than the first one. Okay, guys. Again, I think this is the end. Thank you for joining me here on GSKP TV, also known as Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. One word on YouTube. As I always say, wear your mask. COVID is back on the rise, so we got to be careful. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Get your vaccinations. Don't listen to that crazy talk about don't get no vaccinations, because they do help. Now, you can say what you want to. These kids and people are nasty and filthy, and the good Lord done sent somebody here with some sense to help us fight them bugs and all that kind of stuff. Get them kids vaccinated. Get your vaccination so we can go on and do what we got to do around here. Anyway, again, I want to say thank you for joining me here on GSKP TV, November 25, 2025. Hope you have a safe and happy holiday, and happy birthdays to the Novemberers. And as I always say, I am my brother's keeper. I love you. Bye.